Here's a song for old Dobbin, whose temper and worth are too rare to be spurned on the score of his birth. He's a creature of trust, and what more should we heed? 'Tis deeds and not blood make the man and the steed. He was bred in the forest and turned on the plain, where the thistle-burs clung to his fetlocks and mane. All ugly and rough, not a soul could espy the spark of good humor that dwelt in his eye. The summer had waned, and the autumn months rolled into those of stern winter, all dreary and cold. But the north wind might whistle, the snowflake might dance, the colt of the common was left to his chance. Half starved and half frozen, the hailstorm would pelt, till his shivering limbs told the pangs that he felt. But we pitied the brute, and, though laughed at by all, we filled him a manger and gave him a stall. He was fond as a spaniel, and soon he became the pride of the herd boy, the pet of the dame. You may judge of his fame when his price was a crown, but we christened him Dobbin and called him our own. He grew out of colthood, and lo, what a change! The knowing ones said it was mortally strange. For the foal of the forest, the colt of the waste, attracted the notice of jockeys of taste. The line of his symmetry was not exact, but his paces were clever, his mold was compact, and his shaggy thick coat now appeared with a gloss, shining out like the gold that's been purged of its dross. We broke him for service, and tamely he wore girth and rein, seeming proud of the thraldom he bore. Every farm has a steed for all work and all hours, and Dobbin, the sturdy bay pony, was ours. He carried the master to barter his grain, and ever returned with him safely again. There was merit in that, for deny it who may, when the master could not, Dobbin could find his way. The dairy maid ventured her eggs on his back. 'Twas him and him only she'd trust with the pack. The team horses jolted, the roadster played pranks, so Dobbin alone had her faith and her thanks. We fun-loving urchins would group by his side. We might fearlessly mount him and daringly ride. We might creep through his legs, we might plait his long tail, but his temper and patience were ne'er known to fail. We would brush his bright hide till 'twas free from a speck. We kissed his brown muzzle and hugged his thick neck. Oh, we prized him like life, and a heart-breaking sob ever burst when they threatened to sell our dear Dobb. He stood to the collar and tugged up the hill, with the pigs to the market, the grist to the mill. With saddle or halter and shafter and trace, he was staunch to his work and content with his place. When the hot sun was crowning the toil of the year, he was sent to the reapers with ale and good cheer, and none in the cornfield more welcome was seen than Dobb and his well-laden panniers, I ween. Oh, those days of pure bliss shall I ever forget, when we decked out his head with the azure rosette, all frantic with joy to be off to the fair, with Dobbin, good Dobbin, to carry us there. He was dear to us all, aye, for many long years. But mercy, how's this, my eyes filling with tears? Oh, how cruelly sweet are the echoes that start when memory plays an old tune on the heart. There are drops on my cheek, there's a throb in my breast, but my song shall not cease, nor my pen take its rest, till I tell that old Dobbin still lives to be seen, with his oats in the stable, his tares on the green. His best years have gone by, and the master who gave the stern yoke to his youth has enfranchised the slave. So browse on, my old Dobbin, nor dream of the knife, for the wealth of a king should not purchase thy life.